Good morning. Today I'm going to talk about face wash, and I want to educate people about some of the most common face washes out there. As a dermatologist, I was trained from really day one of my residency that Cetaphil products were safe for the skin, that their face wash was a great thing to recommend for individuals who have sensitive skin, and I really left my residency being like, okay, great, Cetaphil's something you can know and trust. It wasn't until I got out into the workplace and started really doing a deep dive on ingredients that I realized that that wasn't necessarily the case. And here's the deal. Cetaphil has hypoallergenic ingredients. In my mind, it doesn't work very well. It's too gentle in regards that it doesn't take off your makeup. It doesn't actually make the skin feel clean or get off the day's grime. But in addition to that, it is filled with ingredients that I don't allow in my products. And the two I want to talk about today, the first are parabens. And parabens are still widely available in skincare products in the United States. They are a preservative that was introduced in the 1950s, and in incredibly low percentages, like 0.01%, they're safe. The problem is that they accumulate, and we've been using them for over 50 years, and they're no longer in these really low percentages in our body, in the waterways, in the environment, in the breast tissue, that it continues to accumulate. And when you're using these body creams or these face washes with parabens in them, you just continue to absorb a little bit. This is actually made worse when your skin is irritated or not intact, because it makes it easier for your body to absorb more chemicals. Parabens have been shown to mimic estrogen, or a hormone in our body. And the concern that's actually been shown in multiple animal models is that if the percentage of parabens gets too high, it actually can activate your hormone receptors. And so it's something that I have avoided in myself and in my kids for the last several years, and it's something I really want to educate my patients as well as the consumer in general to look at ingredients and stay away from products that have parabens. There are other great preservatives out there that have a safer safety profile and that biodegrade. And really what this comes down to is that we are using so many beauty products, even when sometimes we don't need to be using so many beauty products, that our exposure to the chemicals that are in them is much higher than ever expected. And so even though things are safe in small amounts, they may not be safe in large amounts, and we have to pay attention to that. The other group of ingredients that I want to educate you about are PEGs, PEGs, and there are hundreds of different types of PEGs. PEGs are a chemical that's created, and that creation actually leads to a byproduct that is considered carcinogenic, that is irritating to the skin. The other thing about PEGs is PEGs increase your body's absorption of the other chemicals in that product. So if you have normal intact skin, you may only absorb a little bit of the PEG and the other chemicals, but if you have irritated skin, if you have rosacea skin, if you have eczema, if your face has just been lasered, that increased penetration can be quite significant and increase your exposure to other chemicals in the product, including parabens. So please avoid PEGs. Please avoid parabens. There are a whole bunch of other ingredients out there that you can worry about. What I have chosen to do is I really love to recommend people get familiar with the Credo Beauty Dirty List. And I just want to show that to you now. CredoBeauty.com is a site to buy clean skincare and beauty products. But on there, they have something called the Dirty List, and they have a PDF, and this is the dirty list of ingredients you might be wondering about. And it really goes down and breaks down in easy to understand information. Okay, what is this ingredient, and how and why should I be worried about it? And I think this is like the easiest place to get accurate information if you're trying to really clean up your skincare. This is the reason why I'm so proud to be in Credo Beauty, and all of my products meet the Credo Beauty standard. The fun part about it is that I didn't know about the standard when I first started Restore. And so it was wonderful when I'd done all this work on my own, and then I found Credo and I was like, oh, look, we think alike. This is awesome. So it's an amazing company. They're doing amazing things. Some of their stores are actually reopening safely, which is exciting. And all of my products don't include any of the ingredients on the dirty list. My face wash has 8 ingredients, and all of them are plant-based, biodegradable. It's an incredibly effective product in removing makeup and the day's grime without irritating your skin. It's all we use in my practice after aggressive treatments, including laser lasering and things that actually injure the skin, because I know that it's safe. And that's really the most important thing for me. So go out, start reading ingredients, start paying attention. And unfortunately, most doctors, dermatologists haven't done the research to be able to share this information with you. So even if your pediatrician or your dermatologist says, hey, yeah, Cetaphil's great, we aren't trained on ingredients during our residency. And so you as the consumer really need to go out there and defend yourself and do some research. And that's the reason why I started my skincare line, and that's the reason why I do these videos, is I really feel like, as somebody who has chosen to never take money from big corporation, I can speak objectively about what really the truth are about these different products and their ingredients. And unfortunately, as I did more and more research on this, I realized that there was this need for the consumer for safe, effective, selective, sustainable products. And that's the reason why I made Dr. Rogers Restore.